なんかあのひび割れ、まずいことになってない？
Blue Reflection Second Light is the newest title in the Blue Reflection series. With a theme based on human identity and bonding, it sure looks like a fun game to try. Hello, you beautiful, gorgeous human of the world. Welcome to the video. I'm Miss Bubbles, and today I'm gonna share with you 4 things that you need to know before you buy Blue Reflection Second Light, and that will surely make your decision easier. Do let me know down in the comment section if you are new to the franchise or if you're gonna buy this one. Without further ado, let's get started. The first thing that you need to know is all about the school development and the different facilities that you can build. So as the story walks you through the journey of schoolgirls trapped in a mysterious world surrounded by water, you find yourself pretty clueless. You have no idea how you got to this academy, and you only remember that you went to a class while the rest is just a blur. What is more confusing is that you meet 3 other girls who only remember their names. As for their memories, family, history, they just know nothing about all of that. They have forgotten everything. They don't even know how they got to the academy. You play as I'm really not sure how to spell your name. You need to try and make the academy suitable to live in. In fact, the girls and yourself find an app on your phone called Free Space, and in it, there's someone or something called Resource who encourages you to find a way to live in this world rather than try leaving it. Resource never answers any of your questions that revolve around how you can get out of this world. They will only answer to questions that actually help you to live in the world. So being only surrounded by water and going through battles is really not enough. So you need to enhance the academy, and you can do that by adding facilities to help you pass time and just to make the school feel like your own. These facilities give you buffs which will help you on the battlefield, and to build them you need to gather resources which you can either cook with or again use them for these buildings. There's plenty of space around the academy to build facilities, and many of them are required to unlock certain events with the girls. Some of them need to be placed in specific areas, while others you have total freedom to choose wherever you want to place them. The second thing that you need to know about is the combat here. Combat here is called exhilarating real-time battles. Sounds too fancy, right? It's very fast and very fun to engage in. You find out in the story that you have rings which kind of become like weapons that you can use. Now, you don't have to worry yourself too much about this. You do have access to these weapons anyways, but I really like how they kind of let you know how you acquired these weapons, and this lets you immerse yourself more into the girl's story. Now, when you're on the battlefield, you have 3 active characters and 1 support, and the enemies are known as demons. You can see them just wandering around the world. They're actually pretty static, like they're not running around or anything like that, and you can swing your weapon at them to get the advantage point. You can also enter stealth mode if you need to, so you can also get the upper hand on the enemy, and I believe there are some instances in the game where you actually need to do stealth so you can progress through different stages. Now, you know how in other JRPGs you need different like mana and stuff like that to use your own skills during battle? Well, here you use something called ether. Ether is needed for all the skills that you can use to do damage to the enemy, and the more that you use it, the faster it will replenish, giving you so much less time that you have to wait between your turns. You'll see there is like this timeline during battle, and the characters' avatars will move, so you need to, like in my case on the Nintendo Switch, hit the A button, ZR or ZL as each of the girls' turns starts to approach and get close, and then you can choose which skill or item that you need to use. And you're gonna see that also the enemy has their own avatar moving as well, and that indicates that their turn is near as well. You can also decide to go auto or manual with the other members, so you can either choose which skills they're gonna be using, or you can just let them use whatever they want. And I think that is really fun because, you know, the battles are pretty frequent, so if you kind of got bored managing every single thing in the the game, you can just let the girls do whatever they want. Every time you get a lot of successful defeats in battles, you will level up, and this will let you learn new skills that you can use, and these skills, of course, they're gonna let you become much more powerful. And a very fun mechanic that you learn is called reflector. Here your girls can transform into something else, something so magical, so pretty to look at, but also very badass and powerful. This can be done by slowly increasing your gear level. So basically, when you start a battle, your gear level is at 0. As you attack more and more, you will increase the amount of ether that you can use, and then you finally get to transform into something else, which I believe is at gear level 3. You can also, of course, knock down an enemy to deal more damage to them. You can also use something called combo guard to prevent powerful attacks from, later on more tough bosses. Also note, if your character reaches 0 HP, the battle is lost, but you can escape some of these battles if you feel like they're a little bit too tough, but you can't escape all of them. I honestly believe that this battle system was just very fun and engaging. I've never tried anything like this. I think even in games like Atelier Ryza, they use one that is semi-exhilarating time battle, not full-on crazy like this one. So it was really fun, and I want to play more of it. Here is another very fun thing that I think you should know. Why not consider squishing the like button and also subscribing if you haven't already, so you can enjoy more bubbly content just like this one. On a serious note though, the other thing that you need to know about is the various activities that you can engage in with the girls. Come to think of it, that sounds a little bit weird, but you'll know what I'm talking about in a second.
よーし、じゃあみんなでいろいろ作ってみよう。学校魔改造。
Now, moving back to the girls themselves, which are an essential and integral part of this entire game, not only are they helping you during battle, but they are part of your daily life. They're all trying to figure out what the heck is happening just like you are. So to pass by time and to get to know them a little bit more, you get to talk to them, you can do their requests. This will all increase their affection for you. The more affection they have towards you, the more talents they can unlock. These talents fall under 4 different categories. There are called energetic, rational, gentle, and creative. These talents are more like permanent buffs that your characters are gonna be getting. Things like increased HP, attack, defense, or decreasing even the damage that they will take, to name a few. By the way, when you finish a request of theirs, don't forget to report back. This is not like a auto-fulfill request. No, you need to go back to the girls and let them know that you have finished what they asked you to do, and this will of course increase your friendship. And this is one of the best ways to learn more about the stories and the mysteries, and it also lets you self-reflect because the girls here are very relatable and very fun to talk to and get engaged with. It's really nice. You can relate again to many of them. For example, I related to Yuki a lot. She's someone who's very anxious and loves food. If you wanted to describe me in like using 2 traits, I'm anxious and I love food. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna find someone who you can relate to. And they also let you, ask questions like, who am I? Why am I here? And this is the story of my life. I always ask questions like this. So yeah, there you go. There you have it. I also want to say you're not only completing their requests, you're also hanging out with them, communicating with them, going on dates, and more. And all of these are used to increase your bonds. But I believe there is no romancing here, right? So don't let your naughty brain go anywhere. I think it's just like sisterhood and friendship, and I really like that. And I think that is totally okay. We don't need romancing in every single game. Sometimes a game that focuses on the power of friendship is also very strong and a really good narrative to explore. The different worlds that you're gonna be exploring in this game are called Heartscape, and they each designate the mind and the soul of every character, and that is very cute and adorable in my opinion.
どれどれ
Based on what I understand, whenever a character taps into their memory, they will unlock a world that connects to them. Eventually, when you gather all of these memories together, you will kind of understand that their original world is not a piece. They want to try to find a way to go back home and I think save it. So this explains what's the heartscapes and how the different dungeons are gonna work. So these areas that you are unlocking are actually dungeon crawling experiences, and every time you defeat the end boss, you get a step closer to understanding what happened. And I really like that, you know, it's very fun. It invites you to explore the world, have fun, and also always engage in battles. You also have a lot of blue dots that are marked on your map, and these are resources that you can use to craft, so you can use them in battles, and you can also use them, as we mentioned earlier, to build the different facilities. I want to point out that there are some weird camera angles like we did see in Ryza, especially when the girls are like just crawling through something, or when they're just having a very intimate cutscene, and I don't know why the developers choose the weirdest angles ever. Also, if you're curious, when you're in the map exploring the world, you only see your own character. You don't see the other girls, and I actually wish we can see the rest, but I kind of get why they didn't do that. I guess it clutters the map and it will require a much more powerful system to run, because I believe this game is releasing on the Nintendo Switch, the PC, which, you know, PC can be a powerful beast, but also PS4. I'm not sure. But anyways, this is what we get, and I'm completely fine with it. As for the visuals and the world itself, the developers are very generous with the foliage and just the nature of the game and the colors. It just looks so beautiful. And I know, like, this entire game is about you escaping this freaking world because it's not a good one, but I can't help but say it looks very beautiful. I mean, that's what I felt, right? So it looks gorgeous, and the music is also really fun. It kind of gets a little bit repetitive at some points, especially during battles, but otherwise it was very cozy and wholesome. Honestly, this entire experience was very cozy, wholesome, cute, just exactly my type of game that I would love to enjoy. And one more thing I want to tell you is you can use camera mode to capture the moments with the girls, and it's very in-depth. You have a lot of options to choose from, so if you love in-game cameras, I think you have a lot of fun to explore here. I'm definitely going to buy this one, and I want to say thank you to Abo, my moderator on my Discord server, because if it wasn't for him, I would have slept on this game and didn't know that it's here. It looks like a really fun, charming, cozy game, and I really want to play it further and see how the story is gonna unfold. And I would love to know your opinion about this, if you're gonna buy it or you're gonna skip it, or if you've had an experience with the previous entry in this franchise. Special thank you to all my bubbly Patreons for the support, and extra thank you to Fantasy Dreamer, Justin, and Faye for the extra generous pledges on Patreon. And of course, a squishy thank you to you for joining me here today. As always, stay bubbly, stay positive, and I will see your gorgeous, beautiful face in the next one. Bye!